So let's start this broadcast of fine print from the latest events that are happening in the Gaza Strip. Now, after 25 days of relentless bombing of the Gaza Strip from Israel, other nations, including such as Qatar, Egypt, have now managed to agree on one thing, and that is to begin with the Rafah crossing, which is finally opened up for civilians for the very first time since this war began. Now, long before the gates were opened, families were seen queuing up with their luggage. Not everyone was allowed to leave the Gaza Strip. It is only those people who have dual citizenship. A list of about 500 people was in fact shared with the authorities that included Palestinians that hold Japanese, Austrian, Bulgarian, Indonesian, Jordanian, Italian, Greek and Czech citizenships. Now, there's also a list of people who are working for different NGOs in Gaza as well. Now, the Rafah border crossing was opened for a very brief period of time for some of those who are lucky, who are critically injured, the Palestinians who are critically injured and who need urgent medical treatment. The reason why the Palestinians need to be taken to Egypt for treatment is because the health infrastructure in the Gaza Strip has completely collapsed under the relentless Israeli bombardment. Now, for the very first time, ambulances from Egypt entered into Gaza, and they were seen carrying those who were severely injured into Egypt. This comes at a time when medical supplies have dwindled in the Gaza Strip. There are also reports of doctors performing surgeries without anesthesia. Can you imagine that? Surgeries being performed without anesthesia. C-sections for pregnant women being performed without anesthesia. Children undergoing surgery without anesthesia. This is what the condition of the Gaza Strip is. Now, the opening of the Rafah crossing has in fact brought back some bit of hope. To understand why, we need to first understand as to why this crossing is such an important one. It is because there are only two crossings. One is Erez, a crossing with Israel in North Gaza. Another is Kerem Shalom. This is the only commercial junction between Israel and Gaza, and the IDF has shut both of these after the 7th of October attack. Now, this leaves the Rafah border as the only point of entry and exit from Gaza. Now, remember, this is the first time since the war began that the nations have in fact agreed upon something, even if it is only for foreigners and for the very severely injured Palestinians. Now, the two sides are not talking directly, but Qatar and Egypt have managed to get the negotiations underway. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.